It is a global market, both in a physical way but also in a conceptual way. And the ideas are being freely exchanged in a way that we haven't really experienced before. And that's why we went to Cologne, and that's why we went to Milan, to show our work in the context of international levels, but also to give students first-hand experience to see what other schools and what other designers. It's not only schools, but it's also the top designers in the world who are at these fairs, to see what they're doing, so it puts their work into a context of kind of an experience that they wouldn't get here in Blacksburg.
It is seeing what's out there and kind of seeing how far people are pushing certain things in terms of material, technology, and other design aspects, and it kind of gives you a basis for understanding what else exists in the world and allows you to bring all that knowledge back to relate it to what we're doing here.
The Cologne Fair is the second largest in the world. The Milan Fair is the largest.
The Italians look for, the flashy, provocative, design. The Germans were testing. They wanted to take all of these pieces off their stands, sit in them, push them to their limits. And I believe our work stood up very well to both of them. I think, hands down, we were, say, of the top maybe 5 to 10 schools in both shows.
The reason we got to Cologne is the organizer of that fair was in Milan, and he saw our furniture exhibit, and he asked us particularly if we would come to Cologne.
It was a competition in that we had to submit an RFP, and if all the people who submitted proposals, ours was selected. In Milan, it was one of 2 U.S. schools in the world to be selected, and in Cologne, we were the only American or United States school to be selected.
When we exhibit this, we want to engage people. We want them to see things that they maybe have seen before in some way so they understand what they are, but we also want to challenge their perspective in terms of what furniture is.
The profile that originated, we started sketching profile of a chair, and this is what came from the sketch, which trying to achieve, again, the minimal profile that can still support weight and abuse that defines a chair. I think in the end it was definitely successful, part through material exploration and showing what can be done with a brittle material, repeated, creating strength. It went well at both fairs. It was received fairly well in terms of it kind of had the flash appeal. And one thing that as you rotate the chair, it kind of achieves this crystal clear in some directions and then opaque in other directions, so you kind of get a play of light that kind of stands out, I guess, in terms of the exhibit. It's a great experience to kind of leave the school, which is kind of in our own pocket here in Blacksburg, and then go to an international stage, make connections and collaborations with other designers in industry, and kind of see how the process goes from kind of the work you do at your desk to production and manufacturing, and then later back to the market, which is essentially where we ended up in Milan.